Questions for reflection. In the 6th chapter of the Apostle Paul's letter to the Ephesians, a powerful series of instructions on living the Christian life as a new way of life, which includes strong instruction on marriage and family with household codes, the apostle concludes with this powerful call to spiritual warfare. The Apostle Paul reminded the Ephesians that the real enemy we struggle against is the devil. With these words, and I quote, "For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this age, against spiritual hosts of wickedness in the heavenly places." End quote. His point is an essential part of the Christian message. The devil is real. He hates God, and he hates all of us who are now joined to God in and through Jesus Christ, joined as members of the mystical body of Christ. He calls us to put on the armor of God and details what that armor consists of. Are we following his advice? David the psalmist reiterates this in the psalm which serves as our response. The Lord has trained our hands for war, spiritual war. The use of the phrase church militant for the church on the earth used to be very common in the Catholic Church. However, for lots of reasons, including a possible misunderstanding of the term has fallen out of use, especially since the Second Vatican Council. In 1953, the Pope, who had led the Church through 2 decades of darkness in a world besieged by war, Pope Pius XII stated, and I quote, "We belong to the Church militant, and she is militant because on earth the powers of darkness are ever restless to encompass her destruction." End quote. We're becoming increasingly aware in our time that we are the Church militant as we battle the ravages caused by the culture of death. In addition, as we witness the growing hostility toward the Church throughout the world, we realize that we are indeed engaged in a spiritual warfare. We need to be the Church militant in this hour. In the Gospel today, the Pharisees warn Jesus that Herod wants to kill him, and they tell him he should leave. Jesus, of course, is not afraid of Herod. He responds strongly, and then he weeps over Jerusalem. Jesus the Lord, in his sacred humanity, shows us how to live our lives, not in fear of those who threaten us, but in fidelity to the Lord and his word. Not only does Jesus give us an example, he shed his blood to make it possible for us to live differently. He is with us in our struggles and equips us for the spiritual battle, which is a part of the Christian life. Do we believe this? Are we living it?